Hey, what's up everybody? This is a quick video. I just wanted to make like an update video on my Glock 19's concealed carry holster. And I recently made a video on it. It's the Foxx holsters brand crossbreed style holster. And I originally said that it was kind of uncomfortable. And it was probably because I wasn't used to this kind of style holster. I was just kind of used to the outside the waistband and inside the waistband holsters, like a regular style like I had originally said. Now don't get me wrong, I still really like this little cheap nylon inside the waistband holster just because it's simple and easy to draw from. Although, you know, the sweat can kind of get through this layer of nylon, but it's still a kind of a good holster, you know. And I've been wearing this for about a week. Ever since I made my last video, I figured I might as well try it out because I already had spent about $35 on this. I didn't want this to be a total waste, so I started wearing it. And I guess you could say I had a change of heart. I figured out that once you kind of break it in, it's a pretty decent holster. And I mean, I never said it was a crappy holster, don't get me wrong. I could always tell that it was a quality made holster because it has a really good hide in the back, thick hide. It'll keep the sweat off. It has that sweat guard right there at the top. And the kydex is really molded exactly to the shape of my Glock 19. And these metal clips are pretty heavy duty. Once you clip them onto your belt, they're not going anywhere. And since they're so far apart from each other, they do help a lot in keeping the weight off your gun. Now, even though the Glock 19 is not as heavy as other guns, like say my 1911 with only 10 rounds weighs way more than this Glock 19 with 15 plus 1. So I mean, it's not a heavy gun per se, but those clips really help keep the weight off. And after wearing it all this past week, I've noticed that it's a pretty comfortable holster, I guess. Once you get used to the leather and kind of break it in, and it's kind of molded to the shape of my body, more or less. I guess it kind of got that curve right there. I don't know if you guys can make that out. Sorry about my crappy camera, but that's all I got right now, so I gotta deal with it. But I mean, it's a pretty decent holster. Once you get used to it, now I kind of see how people like these so much. I still rather have a outside the waistband holster. That's my preferred kind of carry. But inside the waistband sometimes just is more concealable. So I gotta say, I kind of really did have a change of heart. This holster has turned out to be a pretty good holster. And for the money, for $35, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's way better than the crossbreed, I guess, because my friend has a crossbreed and it's pretty much exactly the same thing. And he paid $75 or close to $80 for his. So after wearing mine, and I let him wear it for about a day, he says it's pretty much the same thing. So I gotta say, I mean, once you get used to it, even the draw is not as bad as I originally thought. It's just I kind of wasn't used to this style holster, but it's a pretty good holster. I gotta admit. I usually don't change my mind on things. Once I don't like something, I just don't ever like it again. But I gave this another chance, and I gotta say I was very surprised. The reholstering on this is very, very good. That's one of the things I like the most. That it's very easy to reholster. It's way easier than this, because this, once you pull your gun out, it kind of just goes flat. Even though this kind of helps you, this little sweat guard thing just kind of helps you slide it back in, but it just falls flat. And this keeps the shape, so it's pretty good, you know. The only thing I kind of don't like is that these clips, man, they kind of keep falling off to the side. When you don't have them on, you just move it and it kind of fall off to the side. But I guess it doesn't really matter, because once you have it on, they're not going anywhere. These are some heavy duty clips, you know. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear that, but for once I had a change of heart on a thing I gave not a bad review on, but I just kind of wasn't that sure about. But I mean, if you guys are into these kind of crossbreed style holsters, give Foxx holsters a try. And I know I have a older model. I think now they just make them all black, and these clips are now, I think, like Kydex clips or some kind of plastic. I haven't seen this style holster anymore, but hey, check them out. If you guys like that style of a holster, you guys might like this Foxx holsters brand. So give them a try. I mean, for half the price of a crossbreed, they're pretty decent holster. And I gotta say, I can't believe I actually changed my mind about this, you know. But it clips on pretty good. Once it's in there, it's not going anywhere. You could do backflips and it's not coming out. You know, there you go. It's shaking the crap out of it and it's not coming out. But so yeah, you know, that's my thought on that. And in case you guys were wondering, this is just my favorite type of literature. I'm not a big magazine reader, but if I had to choose a magazine, I'm either going to choose like Guns and Ammo, Handguns, or Shooting Times. I'm not really into that People or Time magazine, but if you guys are into kind of literature, I suggest this right here. That's kind of off the topic, but I just thought there's some pretty good reads in there, so check that out. And that's it for my video right now. And I haven't forgotten about my contest. Tomorrow I'm gonna upload my contest video, and hope you guys like what I came up with. So that's it for now.